Hi there, I'm Raf Garcia, a director at UK Education Guide, a UK leading comparison portal for international students, helping them and their families make really well-informed decisions about studying in the UK. In this video, it is my privilege to introduce a video guide to the University of Chichester, whereby we explore their offering from an international student perspective by asking questions of their admissions team and one of their current international students. So let's hear what they have to say. So, first of all, I am delighted to introduce Pivy, who is the International Student Advisor at the University of Chichester. Welcome, Pivy.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
And we're excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's dive straight in to the two questions that I have for you. So the first one is, what are the two key aspects of support that your university offers to international students to help them transition to degree study?
Okay, I think we do very much similar things to other universities, which are the international pre-arrival communication and online sessions, as well as our orientation event, which is aimed to welcome international students and to help with the practical matters that international students often need help with when they first arrive in the UK. But in addition to that, we also have international academic and language support, which is a really special scheme for all of those students for whom English is not their first language. And you will get an extra tutor who you can have contact with. You get tutorials. In addition to your usual tutorials, you get extra time in exams and you get to use a bilingual dictionary in exam situations. So our international students have really benefited from this support and really appreciate it. And we also have academic advisor support. And because we are such a small university, our academic advisors really have time for our students and they're able to help with, obviously, with academic support as well as referring students for extra support if they ever need any. And I think these are the two key things that make our students really happy here at the University of Chichester and help with transitioning to a new educational environment.
Absolutely. No, it makes a world of sense. And being smaller and able to offer that kind of really supportive package is obviously integral. So that brings us on quite nicely to our next question, which is, what is the one key piece of advice you would like to offer international students as they consider their university options?
I think it's just important to choose the right course. And obviously, we have lots of wonderful courses at the University of Chichester, but that is the main thing that you're coming here to do, is to study the topic you are really keen to study. And then I suppose after that, you need to consider, where do you want to study this topic? Is it a big city? Is it a smaller city? What kind of university environment do you want to be studying in? Is it, and I think these are the things that you need to think about your personal preferences in addition to obviously your subject preferences, and do a lot of research and think about carefully what you want from the time at the university in the UK. And if you want a small environment in a lovely city near the sea and countryside, then the University of Chichester is your choice.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. But it is so important to really do your research, like you said, and actually understand what course has the best opportunities. And then be, like you said, really honest with yourself as kind of, where will be the best environment for me? And a lot of students might think that's a big city, but actually have a reflect on that. Is that actually right for you? What will enable you to cultivate the best learning experience? So on the notes of best learning experiences, it's time to hear from one of your wonderful students. So I'd love to introduce Ling Jing. Welcome.
Hello, I'm so
Great to
happy
have
to be
you.
here. Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome. Great to have you with us. So we're going to kick off by getting to know you a little bit. So let's kick off with just some nice and simple questions, which are, what is your year of study? What course are you on? And where are you from?
So I'm from China. I've been studying at the university for quite a long time, but I'm now a second year PhD student. And my major is sustainable business study.
Very cool. Very, very cool. That's fascinating. So we don't normally dive into these questions, but so second year and PhD students. So were you at Chichester when you did your undergrad or your masters?
Yeah. So I'm start my very first year at the university since 2017, and then I complete my BA degree in 2018. Then I decided to continue my a master degree and then complete in, I think it's 2019. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's brilliant. So you're going to give us all the way through the Chichester
Yeah.
experience. That's wonderful. So taking us right back to when you were selecting universities, what were the 2 top reasons why you selected the University of Chichester?
Like beside the ranking, the location of the university, I would say I really like the teaching way that the university's business school is implicating. You know, they run most of their courses in a very small group, which is really good. I think this is the study way for me. That's really, really good.
Absolutely, absolutely. All those factors are integral in why you would select an institution. So now we're moving on to by far my favourite question of the whole interview, and it's what is the one thing you think you'll remember about your life at university when you look back in 10 years' time?
I think I will never, never forget the day that I hand in my dissertations to the you know, the examiner. What is that? Sorry about that. I think I can't forget the day that I hand in my dissertation in the examinations office. I feel like, oh, I'm so released after all the days studying in the university, stay in the library overnight. I feel so proud of myself, you know. Yeah. So
Absolutely,
I would
and
never forget it.
absolutely, and what a huge academic achievement that is, and the kind of when the weight just comes off your shoulders, and I think that's a very important memory from a university experience. So reflecting on when you sort of first came over to study, what is the one thing you wish that someone told you about university life that would have helped you make the transition to degree study?
Like after I accept the offer, I've started curious about everything in the university. Like, oh, where I can get food, where's my classroom, where to get help if I got some problem. You know, as an overseas student, I studying a new life in a new place could be a bit difficult. But the university is the place that you can always, you know, ask for help, and you can always ask help easily. We have Pivy, and yeah, so that's really good. So I hope the new student will know this point before they get into the university. Yeah.
Absolutely, Ling Jing. I think you're absolutely right that sometimes when you're coming in as a student, you don't necessarily think you can ask
Yeah.
these things, and you almost think you need permission. But this is exactly what these videos are all about: is helping students understand that they can be curious, they can ask questions, and helping them understand more of the nuances. So I think that's an absolutely wonderful answer.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'm going to get Pivy back, and I'm going to thank you both ever so much for your time. And I know that we've imparted lots of wisdom and insights to international students around the globe. So thank you very much. And I look forward to catching up soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.